What's up, you guys? What's up? So we're at another edition of Battlefront 2. Shout out to my dad. What's going on? I don't know if you watched my previous video, but this is part 2 of my video. I'm trying to show you more details of what we can do here. So this is Star Wars Battlefront 2 on PlayStation 4. So you can see right there, unlock some rewards. We got Count Dooku right there as my cover screen, which is pretty awesome. I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple things we can do here. We can do co-op mission, single player, or multiplayer. We got a celebratory edition going on right now, but let's just go ahead and cut to the chase. We're going to get to the collection right here. These are everybody that I can play. Obviously, you can play as the Great Boba Fett. You can play as Bosk. We got Chewbacca. The Dark Lord himself, Darth Vader. Oh yeah. Then we got Sidious, Solo. I can go on. I'm pretty sure you know the rest. This is a character that was newly made for this specific video game that I'm playing right now. Her name is Iden Versio, who used to be a Black Ops version of the Empire, but turned good throughout the story. The story mode's actually pretty amazing. Obviously, we got all our characters here. I don't need to name them all. You got some pretty good stuff here. I know this is your favorite dad. We got Darth Maul. Oh yeah. And then we got the famous Luke Skywalker. I got the Hoth suit, which I think you'd appreciate. I think it's pretty cool. We got a bunch of other different costumes for him. I have Hoth. We got the Yavin ceremony when he gets crowned at the end of episode 4 after blowing up the Death Star. I'm trying to get to this one. This is Farmer Boy style, which was one of my favorites. I haven't unlocked him though. I have to play as a bunch of heroes and get a bunch of wins. I'm almost there. Haven't unlocked him quite yet, but I will get there. This is my personal favorite right now. We got Hoth. You obviously know what this one is when he was riding on the Tauntaun. And then we obviously have the very famous Return of the Jedi. So, that being said, we're going to go ahead and skip on to, we'll get to powers later. I don't think I need to, considering that I made a first video. I didn't get to these details. We got your worst character, but in this game, he is pretty strong. We got Kylo Ren, and yes, we can take off his mask. We got Supreme Leader style. We got unmasked. Another unmasked with cape, and then masked with the original before we found out he was such a little mija. Anyway, so we got Finn. That's right, we got Captain Phasma. Who can forget General Grievous? Obi-Wan Kenobi, which is cool about because you got different costumes and appearances. We have Jedi Master, Jedi robes, which is pretty cool, and then we got General Kenobi from the Clone Wars. We also have the very famous Darth Tyrannus, Count Dooku. Actually, different appearances, which is actually pretty cool. We have the original appearance that you always see him in. Little did you know he had a Darth Ritual suit on. We see this in the when he was working League with Darth Sidious during the time. We didn't actually get to see that on the big screen. I don't know when they released this. If you read on the side, they give you a little detail of when it probably was. We also have exquisite pajamas. This you actually see in the very famous cartoon, The Clone Wars. He wears this suit actually. I obviously will go to the classic and stick with the Sith Lord, which is why I got that checked off. Moving on, we have my personal favorite, Anakin Skywalker. They don't have him as a Sith version in this video game, but we do have all the robes that I unlocked because he's my favorite character to play. We got Jedi robes, obviously. We got General Skywalker from the Clone Wars. My least favorite, I think my favorite is Jedi Knight when he's, you know, without the robes, which I think is actually pretty cool. I kind of went through their powers a little bit. These are all the different spaceships. If you see, there's 3 Millennium Falcons. This is the original Han Solo and Chewbacca from episode 4 through 6. And then we have Rey and Chewbacca when they change the antenna. If you notice, each antenna is different. They do change it in The Force Awakens. Because at the end of Return of the Jedi, if you remember, when he was trying to escape the Death Star, their antenna did fly off. So they got a new antenna. And then we obviously have the one from Solo, a Star Wars story, when they didn't have the split between the middle and it used to be Lando Calrissians. And then who can forget Boba Fett's ship, Slave One. This is actually a pretty cool ship to fly. I will do another separate video of Galactic Wars, which is when I can actually fly some ships. I know you were talking about this one earlier, Pops. It's Darth Vader, the Advanced X1, which we saw in A New Hope. That's a cool one to have. We have Luke Skywalker's, of course, the T-65B X-Wing. And then we have Poe Dameron's from the newer films, We have Yoda's ship, which I personally never seen before, but I guess this is it. And then we have Tali Lintra. I don't know which character that is. I'm pretty sure you'll figure it out. Iden Versio, regular basic TIE fighter we have here. And then we have, obviously, a Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren's from all the new ones. And then we have Darth Maul's ship. That one's actually really cool. We only got to see a glimpse of that for a little while from the first Phantom Menace. And that's pretty much it after that. Let's see, we don't have other costumes from other people. I mean, if we go to Han Solo, I think we have a couple of other stuff, which is pretty cool. Actually, yeah, he has 7. We have the very famous Hoth, one of my favorite outfits. We have Endor from Return of the Jedi when he's with the Ewoks. We have Smuggler. He's never really seen him with a beard, but that's actually pretty cool that they added in. Yavin ceremony when he gets crowned with Luke. We got Beckett's crew from actually the Solo when he's much younger. And then we got the Corellian escape, which is the opening scene in Solo, a Star Wars story. I like this one obviously because it's the original. It's from Empire Strikes Back. As you notice, he has the long sleeve on. If you wanted to really take it to classic, then it's this one from Episode 4 with he had no sleeves. But I really like it when he has the sleeves on. I think it looks much cooler. Let's see, what else can I show you? That's pretty much it in terms of characters and my inventory. So when I play as Stormtroopers, we have the classic assaults, where there's not really much skins or weapons. There's a bunch of appearances that can be in different ways. These are really cool. You could actually play as the Separatist style from the oldies. It's really cool to play as those. We got Resistance, we got Rebel Alliance, and we got the Galactic Republic from the newer ones. That's actually pretty cool. We have Heavies, obviously, I showed you. Different appearances, which is actually pretty cool. We don't have much. I hope I'm not going too fast. If I am, then just let me know when you decide to, comment or call. This guy looked kind of like General Veers, which I suppose is what they're trying to make him look like. That's First Order. That's a woman, actually. I thought that was a little boy. We got a Galactic Empire. Looks like General Veers in the Battle of Hoth. We got Separatists, obviously. Resistance from the newer ones. We have Rebel Alliance, which I thought these outfits were pretty cool. And then we have the Galactic Republic. And then we have a Specialist. We obviously have the Enforcer. That's pretty cool to play as. We have Ariel. This guy can fly. More heavy. We have the Infiltrator. I don't really see these much, but I really don't use them much. We have the armored ones from Phantom Menace, when Jar Jar's kind uses the balls to go ahead and infiltrate. We have a basic speeder. We see these in the Battle of Hoth and Empire Strikes Back. And then we have artillery, which is the AT-AT walkers, which are pretty cool. We have a fighter. This is a basic fighter pilot. And then we have an interceptor, and then we have a bomber. Each one has a different, from good or bad. And yeah, that's actually pretty much it in terms of my collection. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this video now, so this can be a separate video because I know it was kind of long. That's basically every playable character I can play as, and we'll get to that later. I cannot play as R2, I cannot play as 3PO. There's not really much to tell. I don't know why they added BB-8 into the series. I mean, I guess he's a hero. I mean, you can play him. He has some powers. That's pretty much it. My personal favorites, obviously, is Darth Vader. I love to play as Darth Vader. He has a lot of voice lines, if you can see that. Like, he could say, like, classic, like, if I can pick that. Let's see if we can hear it. Let's see. You see that? And then we have the... And then, obviously, the famous... And then, after he kills one of his troopers, he says... There's many more lines. If you want, let me know and I'll do a separate video of all the lines that they can say. I did kind of show you a little bit of it when I was in the middle of gameplay, but there's a lot to cover through if you do get interested with this game, which I personally think you would appreciate, obviously, because it's a great game. It's very much detailed, and there's a lot of good stuff to watch in terms of gameplay. I think you're going to be very impressed. So if you have any more questions, you have anything else you want to see, if you do want to see more of the voice lines, go ahead and let me know. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this video now, and I'll see you on the next one when it comes to gameplay. So Alright, we'll see you soon.